I don't have a selfie stick. This
What'd
is
you
a new thing for me. I'm borrowing this from my previous interviewees,
Oh,
Kyle and Chip London.
oh yeah.
Cool.
I didn't know Chip had one.
Yeah, they have one. It says Las Vegas. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being my subjects today. I would like you to introduce yourselves. Say who you are, how long you've been at Messiah, what you like about Messiah, things like that.
Okay. I'm Karen Wells. I've been attending Messiah for 30 years or almost 30 years, off and on with two breaks. I love Messiah because of all the friendly people. That's the reason we originally went. More of our neighbors went to other churches, but we just felt very at home at Messiah. And I'm in the music, the choir, and love music, and we have a great music program and wonderful pastors.
What about you, Pete?
My name is Pete Wells. I came to Messiah in 1984 because Karen came to Messiah. And I attended Messiah for 20 years before I joined it. My daughter-in-law, who was an Episcopalian, was coming to Messiah with us when her husband was in Iraq. And one Sunday she was joining the church, and I looked up and said, you know, if she can do it, I probably ought to do it.
That is a good story. Okay, so who's your daughter-in-law?
Oh, Julie Wells.
So maybe I'm going to need to go roll up and interview them.
Who
Good luck.
Yeah.
is the director of CEP at our church
Yep.
and is in the orchestra and in the
Awesome.
choir.
Cool. All right. So what keeps you at Messiah? I think you said that, Karen.
People.
People.
People and
Yeah.
family. Our two grandsons have been at Messiah since they were born. They're 17 and almost 16.
Yeah.
And our sons were there from the time they were young. So
Yeah.
it's our home, church home.
Yeah.
It, more than anything else, is home. And in fact, one of the biggest issues we have with this self-quarantine business is being cut off from church.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's hard.
We both do a lot
Yeah.
at the church, and not being able to participate in that, even though it's only been 3 days,
I know.
is difficult.
It is.
Well,
We're
it's
both
interesting.
retired from work per
Yeah.
se, so we do.
Well, it's interesting because we don't want to infect anybody, and this is a pandemic, but also loneliness is an epidemic in this world, you know.
It is.
So,
It is.
you know, you have to think about all those things.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a hard question. When did God become more than just a word for you? And if you want to think of it a different way, you can tell me, where do you see God the most? How does God show up the most in your lives?
You want to
I
start?
found God most apparent to me on the floor of the emergency room in Vietnam.
Interesting.
I'd been blown up and came to in the emergency room and with a sign on my chest that said I had a broken back and should be evacuated.
Wow.
And I'd been raised in a religious family that read the Bible and prayed and went to church. And that the first thing that came to me was my need to commune with God and to lean on God. And that was in 1969. So that was certainly the most important and the greatest emphasis I found on God.
Like a moment you can really remember. Yeah.
Yes. And where do I see God now? I see God in the morning when I wake up, when I'm in bed, and there's nothing else going on, and it's my time to commune with God.
Cool.
I would say I grew up in church also. My mother was raised Methodist, my dad Presbyterian, but we were Army, so we went to general Protestant services. So I heard all different denominations. So I was always a